Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm excited because I haven't made these for a while, but I'm going to be making buttermilk biscuits from scratch. And they're really good. So if you want to know how to do that, stay tuned. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Debbie. And I would love to have you be a part of my YouTube family. So hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. I love when I see those thumbs up because it helps my channel to grow. And hit the bell icon and the word all so you're notified of all the videos I upload. So today we're going to be doing a buttermilk biscuit from scratch, just using 3 simple ingredients, and it's really not that hard. So, and I'm going to be putting some of my homemade strawberry jam on it too. I have that video, look for that video on my channel too. So stay tuned. Here we go with our homemade buttermilk biscuits. Okay, so I brought you in a little closer. This is a bowl that used to belong to my mother. And in it, we have what's called a bird nest. We've put self-rising flour in here. It's about a half a bag. It's about 2 pounds. So you can buy 2-pound bags, but it's about a half a bag if you buy the 4-pound bag. And you kind of just pack it in around in your bowl like that. And then the next thing you want to do is get you some shortening. I'm using Crisco. And get you about, my oven is preheated now, get you about like a egg size, a large egg size scoop of shortening, lay it down in there, and then we're going to use buttermilk to make these biscuits. Now I didn't have any buttermilk, and I know you've seen me before if you've been watching me on my channel. I use this buttermilk powder to make buttermilk. It's the Crisco Pantry Cultured Buttermilk Blend. And after you open it, you have to refrigerate it. But it's good till March of 2027. So you just add water and this powder blend and you make buttermilk. So I'm going to add a little buttermilk in here. That's about a cup. I have about a cup in here. I didn't add quite the whole cup. And then I think I'll just add the whole cup. There's the cup. And then you're just going to squeeze the shortening into the buttermilk. Kind of just blend that together. We're probably going to need more buttermilk, I would say. But we will see. And once you get that all squeezed in there, you can use regular milk if that's all you have. And once you kind of have all of your grease squeezed and blended into the buttermilk, you just take your hand and scrape along the side and kind of incorporate some of that flour. Just a little bit at a time. And just kind of keep working it in. I like to turn the bowl so I can get it even from all the sides. Just kind of keep working it in. And your flour in here stays dry. You're just scraping it a little bit off the sides, incorporating it as you go. Some ladies, I don't think my grandma ever had this sitting out, but some ladies in the olden days, they just left what they call this bird nest. They just covered it with a towel and left it out because they probably made biscuits all the time, you know, unlike we do. We don't do this every day, but I think we're about to the consistency that we need to be. Maybe a little bit more. I think that's good. And excuse if you hear something in the background. I have a loaf of bread going. So we're going to put that on the counter. Get all our dough out of there. Get it off our fingers. I did take all my rings off for this and wash my hands very good before I started. And we're going to get a little flour on my hands. Little flour on that. Just add until it's not a little sticky anymore, you know. Add a little more on the I don't want to over flour, so just little bits at a time. And you just pat it out. We're just going to pat it out to see where about the thickness you want for your biscuit. And I do have a biscuit cutter, an old-fashioned biscuit cutter. I've not used it yet. So let's see if it works. Oh, it does. I'll move that out of the way. I have a iron little flat skillet here, greased and ready. We're just going to put them right on there. And we're going to bake them at 500 degrees for about 8 minutes. I know 500 sounds like high temperature, but the higher the temperature, the less time in the oven that they need. And then your biscuits won't be tough. I need to get a little more flour on that before I cut the next one. That one's a little odd shaped, but she'll eat perfectly. And then you just kind of put your little extra pieces together. Pat them down again till about the thickness you have your other ones. Dip that in there. Another little oddie. I'll put him over here with his odd friend. And then the last one, we're going to try to, we'll just make it with our own hands. How's that? That works out just perfect, doesn't it? There we go. And we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 biscuits out of that. So with about a cup of buttermilk and a chicken-sized egg, I got 11 biscuits. If you rolled them a little flatter, you probably got 12, but I think that's a good thickness. Now I'm going to get them in the oven to bake. And I wanted to show you that, see, it's still very dry. It's all dry. When you first put your flour in there, I'm not sure if I said this. I'll have to look back on my video if I did. But you put your flour in there and you pack it. You kind of take the back of your hand and pack it down. And try to pack it along the sides. Pack it on the bottom as much as you can. Just take your time with it. Gently pack it with the back of your hand till you think it looks like it's kind of staying there. And then you're ready to put your buttermilk and your shortening in. But yeah, it's all dry. There's nothing in here but flour. So you can either cover this up and save it and make more biscuits in a couple days, or you can put it into a sealed container, whatever you prefer. We'll be back to try that delicious buttermilk biscuit with some of my homemade strawberry jam. I'll clean this up and I'll meet you back here. They just went off. I pulled them out. Well, it was a couple seconds. I looked at them and I thought I'm going to take them out. And you have fresh biscuits. Look at those. Yum. Let's let them cool just a few seconds and I'm going to taste one for you. Okay, there we have it. Don't know if you can see it steaming. Let's get some butter on it. Ooh. I just split this open with my knife and it's still hot. Put that in there. And some of my homemade strawberry jam. Oh, I was putting that on the top. Well, I cracked my bottom. She's very tender. Let's give it a taste. Mmm. That's very good. You have to try these. Definitely. They're just light, fluffy, and just very satisfying. And I think 8 to 10 minutes, probably closer on the 10-minute side. I did take them out at about the 8-minute mark, and just the one in, I had like one inside, and on the bottom it didn't feel just quite done enough, so I put it back in for like another minute and a half. So I would say just, you can see, you can touch them and see. But I would definitely do about 10 minutes on 500 for about 10 minutes. And they come out tender and flaky. And oh, so delicious. So try these buttermilk biscuits from scratch. And until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.